Hey. Okay, so how you guys doing? This is Miladies from Galactic Hood Buddha, and we are here with your spiritual messages. Sorry for the delay. Family concerns as well as YouTube. I hope that you had a great day. It is very late. This is my first time doing a reading late night for you guys. So my energy is a little bit different. I'm not tired. I was determined to come on here and get these spiritual readings for you guys. So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about spiritual gifts. We all have them. We all have spiritual gifts. We all have the ability to awaken and ignite our spiritual gifts. There's not one person on this earth that is not awakened at some point to the magic within them. So, with that being said, I'll be talking about the 5 clairs. And in addition to the 5 clairs, there's an extra card that Spirit pulled out here. So, what we have here are oracles that's dedicated to spiritual gifts and you how you can connect to ignite your spiritual gifts. So, what are the clairs, right? Clair pretty much is clear sense is a way of tapping into different parts of your senses in a quick and easy way. So, for example, clairvoyance, it means to see clearly. Clair is also a French word for clear. And when you hear the word clairvoyance, which is what a lot of people feel that they are, clairvoyance is being able to envision the past, the present, and the future through your third eye, something like a daydream. So, for example, I myself hold some of this energy doing the readings for you guys. I'm able to use my mind's eye to extract extra information that spirit may want for you guys. One of the things that people with clairvoyance who develop a good clairvoyance, they are able to understand images. Just by looking at it, they're able to pick up energy. Some people can also sketch things that they haven't seen. They're good with photography, finding the smallest details, and always seeing beyond what somebody else can see. So that's clairvoyance. Clairaudience is, as you can see, audience, to hear clearly. And when you hear clearly, it can get confused with hearing other voices. And when it comes from spirit, right? Spirit always expresses that they don't they don't I was gonna say infuse, I guess. They don't pretty much scare us. They don't put fear into us. So if you're hearing voices that scare you, then it may not necessarily be from that light side of yourself, because we embody both dark and light. So it can depend if someone is schizophrenic, you know, they may have their clear audience. I'm not a doctor, by the way, but definitely have studied this a lot. And those who have schizophrenia and different things like that, where they hear voices, their development with their clear audience wasn't directed in a proper way, where it the person may not have taken it. Some of us don't want to be open to our spiritual gifts, so that happens. And when that happens, some of us can turn into schizophrenia, where we allow the voices in our head to take over our actual body and things like that. But for those of us who do have the ability to control what we hear, it's hearing clearly, rare things, and it happens in occasion, and it's mainly through energy in a sense, where some of us may be hearing rings in our ear, and when you hear a ring in your ear, it is connected to tendonitis. Is it tendonitis? No, it's not tendonitis. Ooh, don't quote me on that, but it's definitely uh, a ring in the ear is connected to a diagnosis that doctors always connected to, and at times this ring in the ear is also connected to the spiritual world, and so that can be something that someone with clear audience list can feel, just that ring in their ear that may never go away, or that it does go away when you pay attention to it. And again, being able to hear, it's like hearing something but not necessarily having someone next to you hear you. That's the best way that I can express it to you guys. That's also something that I myself have developed, where I can be in front of somebody and I can hear something, and without being scared, I can say, okay, this is what I hear. So, and it is spoken loudly, and you may not always hear it in your own voice because it's going to surpass your voice. Some people say it's like the voice of what they would consider God. Hey, you, what are you doing? That's also that voice, that intuition within us that tells us go left, don't go right. That's clear audience. And again, all of these skills can be developed. Everyone on this planet can develop these skills. You really do just have to have time and dedication to do so. Now, clear sentient. Clear sentient is people who feel things. So, and that's spiritually, emotionally, physically. Those are people who are empathic, and you can feel something strongly in your gut. You can, it can also be a chill that represents a person who's clairsentient. When you get goosebumps and for no apparent reason, you're basically getting all these chill bumps, that is someone who has the ability to develop their clairsentience. It can for some people it can be a positive or negative feeling depending on what it is. Again, it's that gut feeling telling you to go left and not right, and you don't know what it is, but you feel it. That's also when you meet somebody and you just like, all right, I don't know about this person. Most times those who have these strong developments of clairsentience do um, consider themselves healers as well, because when you feel things, it's like if you're a caregiver, you're a mother, you're someone who's connected to your child, right? Your child is going through something, you're going to more than likely probably feel that energy as well. Your mother's going through something, you may feel that energy as well. So a lot of times that can happen, but for a complete stranger. And or if you get around somebody and you start crying and you're not a crier, those are all part of clairsentient. A lot of times people who are clairsentient are in the field of being doctors, therapists, counselors, nannies, teachers. Those are more or less where this type of energy is mostly seen. You have clear smelling. So now this one is because there's a couple, yes. So clear smelling is called clear listens, and that pretty much is when you can smell. This is definitely people who can smell perfumes, cigarette smokes, and there is no one present smoking a cigarette. That can also be when you smell um food, right? A lot of us smell food and that food is nowhere to be found. That is also someone who has a clear way of smelling. And it's just being able to sense a presence through your nostril using your nose. And again, most times we can know the scent of our mother, our father, our sister, our brother, and they're not around, but we can tell some they're about to come around because you can smell them. So that technically more or less people who are wine testers and fragrance creators have that ability to have to know what it is with how to use clear scent. Excuse me, the clear smelling. Now, clear gustant is clear tasting, and that is the ability to taste something that actually isn't there. And that's oftentimes more. not necessarily someone who's pregnant and has what they call that. What do you call that when you're pregnant? Oh Lord, can tell I never had a pregnancy. Oh man, cravings. Cravings. There we go. So when they have cravings and so this is something in that sense, but more of like, is food bring you to a memory of that time and space. So that can be someone who in your past life you were a baker, and for some apparent reason everywhere you go you smell cake. There's no cake around, but you smell cake. And that is just associated to a memory of you being a baker. That's also someone who can cook without measuring, right? That's someone who can also create foods without ever being a cook or pursuing cooking, but enjoys cooking. So that's clear Gustian. That's also, being able to know how to cook without having to taste it. And then you got the last one is clear cognizance. And that one is to know without knowing. And that's the people that says, I know, but I just don't know how I know, but I knew that I know that I did that I knew. So this is basically having knowledge of a person or an event without normally knowing them. And this is definitely those who practice tarot, psychics, especially when they're meeting people for the first time. They're able to pretty much have a sense of where this person is going and what they're coming for without ever meeting them. And that's pretty much what clear cognizance is connected to. It's also people who have premonitions and those who foresee the future in like a warning type of way. They pretty much know without knowing. Those are your philosophers, your professors, your doctors, your scientists, religious people, spiritual leaders, and just someone who's very, very highly intuitive. Excuse me, not allowing their ego to interfere and asking, well, how do you know that? They just allow themselves to say, hey, this is what I know. I can't explain it. So what we're going to do here, although we're not going to go through all the clears here, I have clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clear cognitive here, as well as extra card. So I'm going to show you each card, and then from there I'll be giving you guys your spiritual messages on what gifts are being awakened at this current time. It's a timeless reading, so that means that you can come back and pick another card when you feel like you're ready to awaken another gift. This is for those of you who have been having these spiritual ascensions, is what they would call it, where you may be sleeping a lot, or you might not be hanging out with a lot of your old buddies anymore, and that could be because of what happened during quarantine if you went through that. Or this just could mean someone who's just really figuring themselves out right now and is just feeling weird, right? Just feeling like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why do I feel this way? I wasn't like this 3 weeks ago. And this when your spiritual gifts awaken within your body, it takes a toll on the physical body, because your body is not used to all of this energy, right? Awakening your gifts is pretty much opening up light within your body, opening up your chakras, opening up different aspects of your life, and that causes other parts of your life to pretty much go astray, or you lose interest at your job, or you lose interest with your significant other. Heck, sometimes people lose interest even with their kids, like, why did I have kids? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm here in this channel, we don't judge. I don't judge, because at the end of the day, listen, I probably was in your predicament in another lifetime, so I'm good. However, be kind with yourself and know that these spiritual gifts are here to assist you on your next steps in your journey. They're not here, um, from what my guides are telling me, to harm you. I know a lot of times it can feel that way because, hello, in order to, life is a circle, right? For a lot of us, it goes round and round. You go down and you go up. In order for you to come back up into where you want to be, there is this space and time, a void of space and time where you gather up more knowledge for you to get onto your next mission. So this is what these spiritual gifts are here for you. All right. So let me see if I get this right. This is for number 1. This is for number 2. Y'all, I was determined today. Number 3. Shout out to everyone who's live watching. I appreciate you. It's number 4. This one is pretty. This is number 5. Ooh, where we at? Bring it back. I love this one. I love them all. And then this is number 6. All right. So pause the video and see which one attracts you. And I'll just let you guys know what decks I have. So I'm using the Archangel Oracle deck from Doreen Virtue. I love those because they literally use those same words: clear cognitive, clear audience. So it'll tell us directly. I'm also using the Gateway Oracle Denise Lynn. This one is gonna provide us with a message on what is opening up for us, as well as a mantra that we can use. Mantra is just words to keep us focused on our goal or intention. So it gives you a phrase so that you can use during your ability to wake your gifts up. You can use this to keep you grounded. It's 4 decks I use. The next one is the Clairvoyant, which will obviously make sense. The Clairvoyant reading card, and that one is the one that's going to give us a message on how we can move forward with these gifts, right? What steps can we take to um, get these gifts moving and going on an easy path? And lastly, we got the where you at? Oh, SpaghettiOs, busting up. Oh, did I move this? Sorry. We have the Beyond Lemuria, and that's by Izzy Evie. And these are these cards right here. So beautiful. All right. So for group number 1, y'all know I'm not gonna pause this because it's live. I don't have time for live. Ooh. So group number 1, this is the extra card that we have. We have spiritual understanding. And so group number 1, this is Archangel Raziel. It says, I bring you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truth. This one right here, I believe whoever picked number 1, you actually contain all 5 clairs, because this is the extra card that was asked to be placed here. And Archangel Raziel is and there's different ways that you can say his name, but I'll say it this way: is Raziel, Raziel. And he's the archangel that is connected to all of the realms to learn, right? And to understand spirituality. So for the person who picked, or the group that picked number 1, you technically have the ability to tap into all 5 clairs at this current time. And if you didn't watch the beginning, which clair was what, go right ahead and do that. And the 5 clairs that you have available is clear cognitive, clear audience, clear sentience, clairvoyance. Which one I missed? Hold on. Clear audience. I think I said all of them. I believe I said all of them. So what I suggest on my end is to really be easy with yourself. Drink a lot of water. I'm getting water is going to assist you in um, being able to retain a lot of what's happening to you at this current time. Water is going to keep you hydrated and not feeling like when we dehydrated, we kind of get in a space of confusion because our brain has not received that fluid. So I'm definitely getting that. And your third eye will assist you in understanding many of the gifts that are being opened for you, which is again all 5 gifts. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this is 6. Oh, like the sixth sense? Exactly. So that's what I got for you here. Oh, how we doing this, y'all? Let's see how my spirits are doing this. We're gonna do it like that. All right. So you have all 5 gifts. So let's see. So from the soul's journey, look at this. It says receiving from angels. This is the mantra. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. Because group number 1 is being ignited at this current time with all 5 clairs, it is great for you to ask for assistance from your angels. Be open to receive this assistance to carry you forward due to the energy being so subtle and quick for you. They are asking you to know that you're being supported and believe that you're being supported. The main important thing for you right now is to believe and know that everything is happening to you for the betterment of yourself, those around you, and for society, right? Because we need you. I don't mean to say like that, but we do, because you know what I mean. You're waking up, and so the way this is going to develop for you is through friendship. So right now, building friends and connecting with family members who support you during this journey or who have been through this journey will be a great thing for you at this current time. Not a great thing, but a great way to approach these gifts. Do you know anybody who has been practicing spirituality, self-love, awakening to their true self? Because honestly, these gifts, you already embraced them a long time ago in other lifetimes, and right now they're just coming back. And for you, it's coming back strong because it's time, right? This talks about it's time for you to wake up. So they're coming at you strong. So the angels and archangels are asking you to be around people who's going to assist you during this time to develop these gifts. Go into the community who's going to help you develop these gifts. Ask them for assistance. So when you do ask them for assistance, they are able to guide you where you want to be, right? For group number 1, you picked to you've asked to be placed where you need to be used, and this is what they're saying to you. Open up to your gifts. They're all there. And it's mad funny, right? Because this is for group 1. Look at this. The chakras, all the chakras are being aligned at this time. And this talks, if all 7 chakras are here for me, it's like that. All of you is being awakened, and it's time for you to receive and connect. Be connected here. Have your body connected here and allow yourself to receive that information. So here I'm going to read the back for you. It says full spectrum. Step out of the black and white mentally of a good or bad. Honor the full spectrum of life and see through fresh eyes. Third eye. When we judge something, we create a story around it, and often these stories are limiting. Over a lifetime, we subconsciously gather so many of these stories, create a space of no story for miracles, healing, and crystalline's new path. So for group number 1, basically what it's expressing is whatever happened to you in your past life, whatever happened to you in the past, do not stay limited to those stories. Allow yourself to move forward, create a new space for yourself. The space empowers us to know our truth and be all we are. Embrace creating in all her colors, including the raw, muddy, earth-bound shadow parts of situations, to determine whether your stories are limiting your perspective. Let the compost of the challenges you have overcome, excuse me, have, let the compost of the challenges you have overcome feed new shoots and blossom. So, group number one, message again. All of your chakras are being ignited at this time. This is why you can feel exhausted and tired. The 5 clairs are being opened. Archangel Raziel is here to assist you to understand what's happening to you spiritually. Call upon him. You don't believe in him? Cool. Call upon whoever it is that you believe in to understand and give you clarity of what's happening to you. Somebody's out there to hear you out. That's not physical. Now, who is here that's physical is friends and family who have been going through some spiritual awakening, and they're here to assist you. Your angels and archangels are also here to assist you. They're asking you to call upon them and to use this mantra. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love when you're feeling down and out. Knowing that your chakras are being awakened. If you don't know what chakras are, get yourself a Reiki healer. All right. So that's for my group number one. We're gonna put this over here. Group number two. I don't know why my dogs is not sleeping. Group number two. Clairsentient Archangel Ragwell. And you already know it might not be that way, so just bear with me. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So, as mentioned before, those who are clairsentient, you could be in a space of being called to be a healer, to work with kids, to work with animals. Right now, you have the ability to feel more than other people at this current time, and you have the ability to develop it quicker. And this really talks about being in your emotional stability, being emotionally intelligent in your own life, so that when these other energies come through, you'll be able to notice them. So those of you who pick number two can be in a space of not knowing how to block energy, not knowing how to not help people, right? Not knowing how to say no. Clairsentient is those people that are very empathic and feel bad for people or feel the need to always help others. And that's okay when you have blocked yourself from being affected from this energy. So right now, those of you who pick number two are being ignited with the clairsentient, but is also in a space of not necessarily knowing how to control your energy and your power. So it says breaking barriers. This is your mantra. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And so as you can see here, there's about what, 4.5 leaves, and the rest of the tree is empty and the branches are all curled up. That talks to me about your journey during this time when it comes to understanding your gifts. You can see this light right here. This light is coming in to awaken and pretty much fill your tree up with knowledge, fill your tree up with your intuitive gifts, right? Look at this light right here. Oops. This light right here. That's that light, breaking barriers. So open yourself up if you choose to, right? Look, trusting yourself, opening yourself up, knowing that you feeling other people's feelings is not a bad thing. If somebody ever told you, oh, you're too emotional, oh well, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, being able to balance out your emotions, that's what is being called out for you at this current time. And breaking away from how you used to be, or how you allowed other people to basically express your gifts. It is your gifts. Now that you know that you're sensitive for a reason, right? To assist the rest of us to learn how to be motherfucking sensitive. It's now in a space of you looking at your gifts in a different way. So choice. Again, I think I said that earlier. You have a choice. Here goes this like little theme of paths. You have a choice to walk. All right, my ladies. You have a choice. The red talks about the root chakra. So in order for you to really embrace your gifts, spirit is asking you to be grounded. Be grounded again, keeping yourself with your feelings and how you feel around other people, so that when that extra sense of emotion comes in, you can tell if it's yours or if it's somebody else. Are you willing to walk down that path to ignite your gifts and not look at them as a barrier, but looking at them as something that's going to be able to guide you towards your best destination? It's all a choice at the end of the day. Either ways, it's always going to be with you because it's a gift that you have, you know? We have a choice to, I know in other past lives, I didn't wake up all my gifts. Ooh, I know what card is this. Look at this beauty right here. What does that look like? Like a portal, right? All right, I played too much. The portal keeper. Ooh, I'm mad loud. I forgot my neighbors. Portals are gateways to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through inner practice and or externally in places such as the planet's vortex. Gently gently explore the edges of your existence. You heard that word, gently, meaning you don't have to run into your gifts. Spend time listening in the forest. Look at this shit. Spend time listening in the forest. Where we at? Because I get hyped. Deepen your meditation practice. Dance yourself into ecstasy. Explore psychic tools and study new healing modalities. If you feel lacking in purpose or life seems a little mundane, remember there is never a reason to be bored. What we experience with our physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists wherever you care to find it. Look between the lines to limitless discovery. I mean, I really don't need to say much more. We wrapped it up for number 2. You already know. Get into it. All right. So for group number 3, hello, how are you? Somebody's talking to me. I love you. Thank you. I hope all is well. So spiritual reading for your gifts. This is for group number 3. Bison, no. All right, group number 3. Let's see what gives. Boom, 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 boom. Clairvoyance. There goes Archangel Raziel. There he goes again. So, if you guys ever need to feel comfortable, call upon the archangels. They there. Trust me when not you don't have to trust me, excuse me. I hate saying that, but I just be like, trust me. But trust yourself to test things out. There's nothing wrong with testing out these angels. That's what they're here for. Test them out and see if they real. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So, for group number 3, if you've been struggling with understanding what's been happening around you or believing that love does not exist, that you've been handed the bad card of life, Archangel Raziel is in here letting you know that you have the ability to shift that just by allowing yourself to see things clearly. Clairvoyance again is about seeing things, seeing the past, the present, and the future. And this could be the reason why you may at times go into depression or anxiety thinking about the past or the future. And maybe you get these daydreams and you're scared or not really wanting to tap into that. A lot of us we do. I've known for a fact that I've ignored and tapped out my gifts for a little bit. Like I don't want to deal with this right now, and that's okay. But if you're watching this you're watching this, you know that it's time for you to wake yourself back up and get yourself back in alignment to be the best version of yourself and do what it is that you want to do for your life. Not what everybody else wants to do, but what you want to do. All right? If you having some trouble with figuring out how to use your clairvoyance, again, because it's clear seeing, you have the ability to be someone who is a designer, who decorates, who's an artist, who builds photography. You can use it for all of those things because you're able to create things that people cannot see because it's in your mind. Dwell in the truth. Well, I didn't say the truth, but it's dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. This is your mantra. Ever feeling scared? Ever feeling like you don't know what to do during this time? Keep saying this to yourself. I stand in the light of truth until you feel comfortable, especially when you are awakening your gifts. Also, I forgot to point out chakras. If you're feeling your body is a little bit imbalanced, or maybe your back is hurting, all right, because the chakras is connected to the organs, to hello. I'm actually doing a specific type of reading, but I will be doing those on Fridays. But thank you for coming in. So if you're feeling stomach issues, your lower back, you may be having some type of chest pain, do go see yourself. I mean, do go take yourself to the doctor. That's the first thing. Secondly, then tap into your spiritual self. And when you tap into your spiritual self, start looking up the chakras and seeing what part of your body hurts, and then see what does that mean. Is it balanced? Is it unbalanced? And that's how you'll be able to assist yourself, right? Unless you again go to a Reiki healer. We'll find out. You can do Reiki yourself. Peace. All right, so group number 3, you have peace. And with yes, you can pick a card. You can actually, I'm up to group number 3. You can go to the beginning and listen to the message that I provided with how this reading is going to go, and then you can pick a card. But I am up to group number 3. So group number 3, in order for you to also allow your gifts to develop, you need peace around yourself. Being able to take baths is important for you at this current time. Bath, and that is, and if you don't have a tub, that's totally fine. But if you go ahead and no, what are you talking about, my ladies? Not a tub, excuse me. If you can take a bath, you can still take a spiritual bath standing up. It doesn't have to be pretty like you see on Instagram or anything like that. It's pretty much you awakening your spirits, and that is through herbs. So if you're into herbs, it's really good for you to use these herbs to assist you to awaken and balance your spiritual gifts that are coming up. Also, meditation, as well as breath work, right? A lot of us don't know how to breathe. I remember that I didn't know how to breathe at some point. And what you can do is practice breathing, practice meditation. If you decide that you wanted to go into yoga, go ahead. Anything that soothes you at this current time will give you a greater chance of opening up your gifts and understanding them. So here we go. Freedom. Freedom means living as you choose, with your wings and heart open, able to direct your reality as you want. The quest for freedom seems innate. You may picture freedom in its more extreme gusts, but when we truly feel free, our lifestyles may not change drastically. Limitations can be a state of mind. The only change might be choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. A shift of perspective can help bring lightness and choice. In the bigger picture, what does freedom look like to you? If you are feeling stifled, it is up to you to make a change. And you can see it feels like it's stuck around the bubbles. Look at the eyes are right here. So again, because You got clear, Bison, you got clairvoyance, and you got the eyes there. It's all about the way you view your life at this current time on how you're going to be able to open up your gifts. If you feel like people around you are going to make fun of you, I would say F them, but don't listen to me because I don't know you about your life. But if people's make is not allowing you to be your true self, then that is definitely the aha moment for you to start calling in people who's going to embrace your gifts so you can be who you want to be. I feel like some of you who are number 3 and know that you're clairvoyant are hiding and scared. And that could also be based on past lives. What were you in your past life? Who were you in your past life? Did you have to hide these gifts? That energy could still be resonating in your DNA and is preventing you from being your best version of yourself today. I know that has happened to me. I don't talk about anything that I may not have went through or know somebody that has. All right. So we up to number 4. So number 4, let's see what you got. Bison. Bison, you should be sleeping. Clearing chakras. Automatically, when I put this card out, where I picked it from the deck, it talked to me about whoever picked number 4, group number 4, you guys are being asked to be an energy healer, a Reiki healer, somebody who works with chakras, somebody who, give me 1 second. Bison, what do you want? You have to, I'm right here, I'm live right now. So you have to, please. You cannot. Oh, Bison. So it says, Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. If you guys are not aware what sacred geometric shapes are, I suggest looking it up. All right. I can give you guys a whole lesson, but that's not what Spirit has me here for. They have me here just to give these messages. But look up sacred geometrics, look up Archangel Metatron. He's going to be able to assist you more. This also talks about if you've been interested in figuring out what chakras are, do that. Find out. Get yourself a mini book on chakras. There's audios out there, but this definitely talks about those of you picking number 4 will eventually become Reiki masters, if not energy healing masters. You could be also someone who works with sounds and aligns the chakras. Proceeding softly. My inner power grows in momentum of quietude. So how your spiritual gifts are coming will be coming through is you allowing yourself to be in a space of non-judgmental people, places, or things, including yourself, right? You may not be in a space of believing in yourself right now, like, yeah, right, why would I want to do any of those things? Trust me, that's what I said. That's what she said. And so again, this could be for you. These gifts doesn't have to be now that you share with the world, but it's gifts that you have and obtain. So you don't have to sit there, because I'm hearing some of people from number 4, well, I don't want to be healing other people. And that's totally fine. But guess what? When you heal yourself, you're healing us too. When you heal yourself, you're healing your family too. You understand? So for group number 4, just being able to understand what chakras are and calling in Archangel Metatron would assist you in understanding more of your gifts or understanding your gifts. Love. The way the way the gift is going to be coming forth for you is through love, loving yourself, not allowing other people to get into your space. See how she's taking up all this space? She's not letting anybody come into her space when it comes to her spiritual gifts. She's not allowing people to tell her who she is, what she's doing, and how she's doing it. Even within here, you can see how there's a heart shape. Be in a space of loving yourself no matter what happens. When it says proceeding softly, this may take group 4, maybe 2, 3, even 4 years for you guys to really embody your gift and understand. And this could be due to practice. This could be due to however you choose to open up your gifts. But it will, I do feel like it's going to take some time for you to really understand how to embody this gift and being able to heal others. I mean, heal yourself and heal others. It could be your plants, it could be your pets. All right. Reiki can go for anybody. Energy healing is literally that frequency that travels. And I do hear some of you guys are going to be able to use your gifts to teach children. See? It is beautiful. Look at this energy right here. This energy center is the heart chakra. Again, having to do with harnessing your energy and awakening yourself and having other people support you, right? These are your angels, your archangels, friends and family that believe in you, that can assist you during this time. It says communication, co-creation. Where we at right here? We normally think of information as something that can be written or spoken, but if something is multidimensional, it is almost impossible to share it with words. How are you communicating beyond words? Something may be getting lost in translation. An issue may be cleared through improved communication. Listen carefully to what someone has to say without interruption. Furthermore, it may feel scary to share vulnerable truth, but this may be the only way forward. This card also encourages greater exploration in the realm of telepath. Excuse me, Oh, here we go. Because I'm gonna say telepathy, but is it telepath? Telepathy. I'm gonna say telepathic. Fuck it. Healing and the arts such as poetry, painting, music, where there is collective communication beyond the mind. And again, being able to communicate beyond the mind goes back to your healing. This right here expresses you, whoever picked number 4, to be able to heal without having to speak, be able to express yourself without having to speak. You are a multidimensional being. Do not ever forget that. I'll wait for you. Hit me up. Tell me how you ignited your chakras. All right. Group number 5. What you got? Oh, 9. Clear cognizance. Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Excuse me. So those of you who know without knowing, they're talking to you. Yes, it's no longer a coincidence. It's no longer like, oh, wow, that's crazy. How would I have known that? No, because you got your gifts. And now Spirit is asking you to open up to your gifts, stand on top of your gifts. You've already overcome a lot in past lives. And in this lifetime, it's not for you to be down here anymore. It's for you to rise up above the rainbow, above the spectrum of the colors, above the chakras, above it all. Knowing that you know because you know. Trusting that you know because you know. There's not much that I can say about this besides giving you the ability to know that you have the opportunity to really teach people. You have the opportunity to really teach people. Because at the end of the day, the information that is coming to you is one that we have not come across as of yet. All right. Being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. That's it. The way to ignite your gifts is to allow yourself to be guided by the universe. Allow yourself to be guided by the universe so that you can be able to tap into your gifts. You see that light right there? That's that light of being guided without knowing where you're going, but trusting yourself. Clear cognizance is all about trusting yourself. Trusting that you know what's happening without you really having clear validation. Openness. Look at this. Even the unicorn says it all. The unicorn talks about people don't believe in unicorn. So this is you in a way knowing that you see things and you feel things and you hear things, but not paying attention to it because at the end of the day, it's just like, nobody's going to believe me. There's nobody else around to assist me and knowing what the hell is going on. So you just like, whatever, I'm not going to be tapping into anything. But here, Spirit is asking you to be open. Be open to know that unicorns exist. What? That unicorns exist, even if you can't prove it, besides some dolls out in the street. This talks about your thoughts and you knowing and believing that you know, and that it will guide you towards a path of least resistance. So being open to your gifts at this current time will help you move forward. So the things that you know, group number 4, group number 5, you know it because your gifts are there. It's no longer a coincidence. Look at this. Everybody's getting ignited. Healing. The Lemurian were healers, naturally intuitive and accustomed to navigating energetic based reality. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced. You heard that. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced. When we deepen our energetic awareness, when we perceive the world beyond the more well known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom different from that which stems from intellect. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, universe. By tapping into life force consciousness and using this abounding energy alongside forced intentions, we realize that anything is possible. Extend the margin of your awareness. Revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration with a focus on healing. Perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limited perspective placement. You have the ability to excuse me. You have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. You have openness, wholeness, clear cognizance, and being in the flow. This reading for number 5, it can't get any clearer. You got it. You have the ability to heal just by knowing because you've had this before. So remember, it says you have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline. Figure that out. What that new timeline look like for you. What does that new timeline look like for you? All right. Remember, this is a timeless reading. Come back whenever you feel like it. Last but not least, group number 6, clear audience. Yes, Archangel Zadkiel. I say Zadkiel. It could be Zadkiel, Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from people. So this talks to me about the people. This group pretty much receive messages through strangers, right? You may be that type of person that talk to somebody one time and one time only, and then all of a sudden that's it. You never see them again, but they were able to assist you and ignite you to the next level of your life. This could be you telling somebody something that you heard real quick and you never see them again. And now you change their lives. So this gift is opening up for group number 6, asking you guys to really tap into the voices that you hear inside your mind. If the voices are in a negative state, then a spirit is also asking you to pay attention to that and bring your mind into a positive state so that you can be able to get the clear messages for yourself to move on in the path that you're on. If you, I'm hearing counselor, if you see a counselor, if you see a therapist, they're also here to assist you, shifting you from that mindset that you used to have to start opening up to the mindset that you want to have, which is to be able to tap in more into your intuition. I'm hearing some of you saying that, whoever picked number 5. Ooh, giving birth. I haven't seen this card. Oh wow, this is beautiful. This is your mantra. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world, Craig. The world. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm not good with this camera shit. Here we go. Can you see that? That's beautiful. Look at that. So right now, for some of you, this could be the first time you are awakening this clear audience gift. And it may feel weird. It may feel like you don't know what to do, but it is time for you to believe in yourself and know that whatever is birthing for you with this gift is going to take you to where you ask to be. A lot of us ask to be in a certain space, but that also um, brings us into a space of bringing our vibration into our intention, our goals, and what we want. And this talks about that by you tapping into your clear audience gifts. Take your time. You'll be able to move into the spaces where you want to be that you've asked for. Kuan Yin. Now, Kuan Yin, she is a goddess that brings forth love. And this goddess really asks us to tap into ourselves, take care of ourselves, take care of our emotions before we can give away to others. As you can see how she's in the lotus, she's on top of the water. So this is her being emotionally intelligent, standing above her emotions so that she can be able to take care of herself and also give out to others. So when it comes to your gifts, you may have been in a space of assisting people but leaving yourself behind. So Kuan Yin is here to ask you to tap into yourself, tap into love. What does love mean for you, group number 6? You know, and how does love connect to your gifts? Right? Do you believe in yourself enough? Do you love yourself enough to know that you are listening and hearing things that are going to shift not only your life but other people's lives? Look at this. Look at this beauty right here. What did I just say? Assist yourself and then assist others. You see that shit? It's like group number 6, you have the ability to guide others to their next steps. But do you see how she's surrounded by all this bubble? I feel like this bubble of love, like covering yourself up. She ain't showing no skin. She ain't, well, she's showing some skin. My bad. But she's not showing, anything erotic or exclusive. Taking care of herself and then assisting others. So let's see what it says. Starseer, have you ever headed towards a specific destination, but instead of being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting, a goddess, you see this? A goddess lifting, look, I lost my track. Sorry, I got excited. Lifting us to see where we are going and the star she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities, even when the route is not as directed as you imagined. Listen to your intuition and know you have got this. Okay? It probably just really expresses everything I just said. You got this, group number 6, all right? Allow yourself to tap into Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to tap into Archangel Zekiel, knowing that you are a star seer. You are someone, this is what I'm saying, you are someone who can recognize other people's gifts. You are someone who can recognize how people can move forward through your clairaudience development. All right. I'm happy I did this reading for y'all. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Many, many blessings. Don't forget to watch your love readings. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Come back to this video. It's timeless. All right. Love y'all.